As I said here, there's like two domains one has to understand. What is happening in American academia with regard to the encampment, the demonstration we saw after October 7th, the culture that was inculcated into a different kind of, the woke anti-Semitism that we are familiar with, is one aspect that needs to be addressed, and this is ISGAP has been doing lots of, how it's being nourished, where the money comes from, why is it that the younger generation considered this sort of like this, the global intifada or the destruction of Israel, and how this anti-Semitism has morphed in the United States and Europe and so on. And the other question, of course, is what is happening in Israel and how it's entangled with this, especially after October 7th, and with the perpetual sort of like a condition of wars, sometime with the Palestinians, that people are riding, and all the time it's getting new ammunition and new solution in some respect. So we see that we don't get rid of it. There's like a whole thing about the position of Israel, the changes in Israel, the internal rife in Israel, and so on. But October 7th was a very important wake-up call for the Jews, wherever they may be, because the expressions of hate and the expressions of the brutality and the barbarism that Israelis have experienced, and immediately denied any justification for fighting back even before even they did fight back, was really a wake-up call about this nexus of Jews in the diaspora in Israel. The vulnerabilities were exposed. So I think that's where the vulnerabilities were exposed, both in Israel and the diaspora. The very idea of Jewishness has many components, but the first and foremost is the belonging to a people, and understanding that your fate and destiny is entangled. And if you do not accept that, and it doesn't have to be just religiosity, it's your faith in the sense of like what happened to you and your destiny, where you're going together, that you want to be part of the tribe. It's a tribal identity. You have more religious, less religious, but you feel attached. Kol Israel arevim ze lezeh, the attachment to one another. Also because of vulnerabilities, because of our history, because of our heritage, and so on. Now, this is it goes through various stages and in different places. It manifests itself in a different form, and each reality poses different questions to people who have to make choices. This is also a matter of choice, especially for Israelis. Almost, they're citizens of the state of Israel. So they live the life of Israel. They wake up in the morning, there is a missile, there is no missile, they speak Hebrew. The bond is clear also as a nationalist bond. In the diaspora, it's becoming more and more difficult, because if you live in an open society and you do what is tikkun olam, universal ideas, and when you have universal ideas and you're not part of a clannish kind of ethnicity, but say, I want to do good. Let's say I do good. There is a concept in Judaism, tikkun olam, and I will fix it in Nicaragua, I'll fix it in Uruguay, I will go anywhere. The question is, how Jewish, in the sense, not that there is a kind of a Jewish creed, what do you know about your own identity? Do you belong to the Jews and are doing it as part of your identity, or as part of your desire to do certain things good because you have some Jewish roots, but you really, as David said, Jewish a la carte. You don't know what it is. Israelis know by almost automatically who they are because they were born. The calendar in Israel is a Jewish calendar because of the holidays. The creed is defending the Jews. The definition of the state is Jewish, and that's why I say it's a completely different story from kind of universality. It's not just universality, it's very particularity.